Java Junkies. I'm your host, Scotty V, and today we're trying Perky Perky, Wakey Wakey. Perky Perky was started by Marusha Miller. It's craft roasted in Austin, Texas. It was pretty fresh when they gave it to me. It's been about 3 weeks since I've had it though, so it's a Costa Rican Tarrazu light roast. And we've tried their dark, we've tried their medium, so check out those videos. I'll link them in the description. But I liked both of those, and I usually like light roast a little better, so I'm assuming I'm going to like this. But it says extra caffeine. I'm assuming that just means because it's a light roast, it has extra caffeine, because the more you roast it, the more caffeine you roast out. So they didn't really need to put that, but for people buying that aren't familiar with roasts and coffee and how it works, it can be good to let them know. It has a little extra caffeine for them, I guess. I don't think there's any like proprietary method they use to give it extra caffeine. I think it's just because it's a light roast. You can get it on perkyperky.com, and they have Perky Perky Coffee is on all the social media sites, really. All right, let's open her up. Ooh. Almost smells a little darker than I expect out of a light roast. It's very fragrant and beautiful. Kind of spicy. Ooh, chocolatey. Like I'm actually getting milk chocolate. A little nutty. Ah, sweet cinnamon. I think I'm getting a cinnamon out of that. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, now that we've ground it, let's see if it opens up. Oh, beautiful. Very nutty. Got some spices, almost some fruit. Yeah. A hint of that chocolate, that milk chocolate, not as much as just on the beans. That's something about some coffees, it'll enhance every smell you got before on the beans. And in some coffees, like Perky Perky's, I've noticed it really changes the smell. Like there's always one note in the beans that you're not going to find in the grind. But very good though. Alright, we have our water heated to 205, and let's put our grounds in. It's 4 tablespoons for every one we try. Alright, let's bloom it. Ooh. I'm actually vegan, but this definitely smells like bacon, like real bacon, as it's brewing. Yeah, bacon. It's straight up bacon. It's that savory quality. Now I've noticed something a little unusual about Perky Perky. It's that I didn't notice it with the dark roast, but with medium and now the light, I always grind it, the same amount, but the medium and the light has taken a long time to brew. It's the water's just not getting through. I don't know if it's a quality of the Costa Rican coffee. This is the first I've had coffee from Costa Rica. But it does take a longer time Usually with this metal filter, it's pretty quick compared to like a hemp filter. But this it just takes a bit more for the water to actually soak through. But you know, maybe it's making a stronger cup of coffee. Yeah, I'm just sitting here waiting. Like the lighter the roast, this is taking even longer than the medium. Usually, light roast, dark roast, medium roast, it doesn't take this long with this kind of filter. I mean, it's good. It's soaking longer, so we can have a stronger cup. But it's I hope our coffee's still warm by the time we get done, because this is taking almost as long as a hemp filter. And when I used the hemp filter, the coffee was always cold by the time I finished because it took so long to soak through the hemp. With the metal, that's not a problem, but with this Costa Rican coffee, it's taking a little longer to a degree that's just really unusual. This is my first time having Costa Rican coffee, so I wasn't sure what to expect. I really like the flavor so far and the uniqueness. I noticed the oil's on top, so it looks like it's gonna be nice and acidic, and just looks beautiful. Mm. It has a warm tobacco scent. Like it's the scent of a chair from a man who smokes cigars, or the scent of his clothes. Yeah, strong tobacco scent. It's not like cigarettes and like a stinky kind of tobacco. It's very nice and aromatic. I'm getting a little chocolate now, milk chocolate. Some spice, some cinnamon. Let's see how it tastes. Huh. It's very unique, very different from the light roasts I usually encounter. It's not very fruity yet. It's very much almost the taste of tobacco, like the taste of the smell. There's that cinnamon in the finish, and milk chocolate. It's got that bitter coffee taste, not really sweet notes. It is acidic, but not like a fruity lemon zest acidic. It doesn't have citrus notes, doesn't really have fruit notes at all. I get some nuttiness, like cashews. It's a very pleasant cup. Not my favorite light roast. I usually prefer some of the fruitier notes, but it's an excellent cup of coffee. Yeah, coming back to it, I get the same notes. Very nutty. Kind of when I move it around, it's maybe a little bit metallic, but it has that bitter edge. Very milk chocolatey too on the finish. Yeah, so I don't get anything else. It doesn't open up or change over time. Overall, I'd say Perky Perky is an excellent roaster and has chosen their source of coffee very wisely. Um, my first foray into Costa Rican coffee, I'd say it's been a success. I liked dark, medium, and light. They were all unique, different coffee flavors than I typically get. Um, so I'm pretty excited about Perky Perky. You can get it at perkyperky.com. They had a 20% off if you sign up for their mailing list. And yeah, just get yourself a cup. So get yourself a cup of Perky Perky's Wakey Wakey. It's a light roast from Costa Rica, a Tarrazu light roast. And it's a very good cup of coffee. I highly recommend it. Well, that's it for Java Junkies. Join us next time every Monday at 8 a.m. on the Scott Vancil channel. Like, share, and subscribe.